Don't look at me like that, Will. Don't look at me like that, Will. Don't look at me like that. It's too close to Juneteenth for you to look at me like that.
That's why those two are looking like that. How dare you take my title like that?
Yeah. How dare you hold it and make it feel like it belongs to you. And everybody knows it belongs to you. And this is why he loses at Forbidden Door, man. You know it's cursed when you hold the title up or put it on your shoulders or raise it up before your big pay-per-view. I know we're in about 2 or 3 weeks out, but he's cursed. He can't win now. He can't win.
No, Marcus. Normally, that happens. That happens normally a week. The show, the go-home show.
Yeah.
That normally happens at the go-home show. So you can do it. Just not before, not on the go-home show.
So those are the rules. Those are the rules.
I believe those are the rules.
Okay, so here's my progression of title. And by the way, we're going to do a full introduction after this. I believe the rules go, first, you get the glimmer in your eye, which means you look at the title. That's stage one. Like, a good example would be Lola Vice staring at Roxanne Perez behind her back. Like this. Yes, the glimmer in your eye. Second, you accidentally hold it up. Yeah. not to hold up victory, but to like, you pick it up and you try to hand it over and then the champ has to snatch it.
Let me get a real belt.
Oh, you're going to get a real belt. I thought you were going to use your tiny little belt, Manny. Your cute little petite belt. The one that the ladies say is okay. Oh shit. Oh, shit. When you said real belt, I was expecting the WWF title over there. I didn't know you were bringing the shined up old glory right here.
Yeah, it's got my name on it. That means I'm the real champion right here.
Yeah, I can see my reflection in that belt, and I'm 3,000 miles away. What the hell?
It's so heavy.
So yeah, man, let's do good belt etiquette. First, I will look at your title. Right? That would be the thing. That would be the thing. I would look at it and get the glimmer in my eye. Second, we would team together in some, strange bedfellows match where can they coexist?
So the Vince old trope, number one contender and champion tag team title match. Go on.
Yeah. And then somehow, by a circumstance, someone tried to hit you with the belt or something, and it falls over. I make the save and hit that person with the belt, and I hold the title. And I hesitate to give it back, only for you to snatch it back. Right? That's stage 2.
Yeah. That happens.
Then we go through some shit, and some shit happens, and there's kind of a fallout. And then week before the pay-per-view, whap! I hit you with my forearm, knock you down. I reach up, hold my title. Didn't see that coming, did you? Did ya? I didn't either. And then we go into the pay-per-view where I suddenly become Ishii and lay on my back. That was a lot of dust that came out of that.
3. Okay, we have done this long enough. It's stuck now. Okay. Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I am, of course, the racially ambiguous Lord Manny Hayes. He is
the obviously black Marcus, the grand finale. But if you listen to my voice and audio only, you may question why this guy is using the N-word.
And if you're listening to the show in Latin America, we are the kings of the ropes.
And if you are based out of anywhere but Florida in the Performance Center, and we are the tag team in Northern Hemisphere in Alaska or wherever cold weather dogs exist, we are the Wolf Dogs. I forgot how that actually went. Full introduction, everybody. Full introduction. But I want to start on a somber note, Manny. I want to, start the show off a little cold. Even though we started a little hot, full of a little energy. If you could tell, I got a little rest over this weekend because I'm talking more. As Manny, like a person at the event of a wrestling show, has no idea what to do with this belt for the rest of the 4 hours he's at the show. Just uncomfortable the entire time. I would like to say we are still on the journey, and it's been 3 weeks, 129 days, and I am still without a bed. Just to let you guys know, there has been contact made with the buyer, and they are going to give me a refund. So now there is no bed in sight coming to my place. There is no more hope. But I would like to let everybody know I will not rest until I get a bed.
Well, you can't.
Literally.
Literally. This man has been taking an L for 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Yes.
Literally sleeping in an L shape.
3 weeks, 129 days, Manny. My back will never recover. When I become Grandpa Marcus.
Where are you calculating 129 days, Marcus?
Don't worry about how I do it, okay? Goldberg count his days the way he counted them. I count. Me and Goldberg count days the same way, okay?
3
and
weeks
matches.
is 21 days.
Yeah. That's without. That's with a
times 3.
Yeah, that's with a bed, Manny. Without a bed, time works a little differently. Okay. For you, it's 21 days. It's 3 weeks. For me, 129 days. We're about to enter 131 as the sun sets one more time tonight.
I didn't know Marcus without a bed started to tell time in dog years.
Yeah. Really works. Really works. It's rough. That's the way my back feels. Because you walk like an old man every day. You just with the hump back and you go, Sonny, can you hand me the box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch on the top shelf? Please.
We're eventually going to get to talking about wrestling. Marcus, I saw a video earlier today, and it tells you, it can reveal how old you are. How do you count to 12?
I don't know. I count to 12. Sequentially? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12?
So you don't sing it like Sesame Street, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
No, but if I were to count to 12 in Sesame Street, I go 1, 2, 3, 4. I would go in full count mode up into 12, where I go blah 12. That's how I would count it.
Okay, now let's get into the show.
I say we're done. You don't deserve a show this week. Until we get $500 in rental money, you will not get an episode of the Untitled Manny and Marcus show.
So AEW Dynamite opens up with Swerve. He warns Will Ospreay there will be no he shouldn't hesitate, because if he doesn't pull the trigger, Swerve will. He takes a shot at EVP for not defending their titles, so naturally they interrupt. Okada tells Swerve it's his house, bitch, and then I laughed.
Okada could just say anything and end it with bitch, and I'm gonna start laughing. I love Okada and his random ramblings.
Oh yeah, Prince Nana's ass was out.
Yeah. Yeah, that was so true. I don't understand why we got that. And then also, I've made a proclamation that this version of Okada is my favorite version of Kerwin White. I think that's what his gimmick is, and that's what he reminds me of, and I don't know why. I think it's the blonde hair.
The Young Bucks say they destroyed Team AEW at the last pay-per-view, and half the roster is gone because of them, but people still doubt them, so they challenge AEW's best to a blood and guts match. They try to recruit Swerve to be their 5th man. Swerve basically says no, and they threaten to injure him with the injury bug, which I thought was quite cool.
Yeah, hold on, what's that flying around? I just can't get ahead. The injury bug is flying around, and it has landed on you. And I thought that was a good line. I was like, that might be the best Bucks. Yeah, that might be the best Bucks line they've ever did in a promo. And I died laughing because I was like, that's so good. So good.
But the Acclaim make the save, and then Christopher Daniels then says everyone needs to get the fuck out because we're going to have a match. Oh no, it's Dustin Rhodes versus Jack Perry. Oh.
Look, Manny, I want to paraphrase this for people who are watching. We normally give strikes, and I normally go obsessed with strikes. Manny has given 50,000 strikes, broke the all-time strike record.
I don't give strikes. I overdo it with stars. You overdo it with strikes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give them a strike for... The segment started off really good. I'm happy with the segment. I'd have no problems. But one, Christopher Daniels deserves a strike. I just can't buy him in this authority figure. He looks like Timu or which version Adam Pearce. His shirt don't fit, which really bugs me. It's too baggy. I don't like the way his tie is crooked. I don't like his uncut beard. I just don't want him to be my authority figure. I just don't like it. And I think when he comes out there, I just go, ugh. Adam Pearce is so much better in this job. And I'm not even the biggest Adam Pearce fan. I just know Adam Pearce is doing this so much better.
Can I add to this? Because I feel this emphasizes your point. I think Nick Aldis is doing a better job than CD.
Yeah, well... Now, with people who don't have context, Manny disdains Nick Aldis on all different levels of the game. If Nick Aldis was anybody, and if Nick Aldis was Drake, Manny would be Kendrick Lamar talking about how he hate the way he talk, hate the way he dress, he hate the way he wrestles, he hate the way he breathes, he hate Mickey James just because he's married to him, and he hate his kid. That's where Manny is at with Nick Aldis. So to say that he's better at this job is an ultimate strike. Jesus.
Basically, what Marcus just described was, if you ever saw a meme of, it'd be, your matches, whack. Your face, whack. Your clothes, whack.
Manny, also, at the same time, you can also, when he walks out, you go, brother ill. Brother ill. Oh, brother.
Brother,
Yeah.
Brother.
That's everything when I see Christopher Dance come out as the quote-unquote, I don't honestly know his title, commissioner, because we don't use that one anymore.
Jack Perry wins the qualifier, but it actually wasn't that bad of a match.
No, and you know what? I like the use of, you know what? I always groaned when Dustin's in a match because I'm like, he's so old. He delivers good matches. I just wish they had meaning and purpose. You know he's going in there to do a job. I don't understand why he needed to bleed so much. Yeah. And the thing is about his blood, it blends in with his paint, so it's not even really necessary. It doesn't actually add anything. You can barely see it. You just see it leaking every now and then, going like, oh, he's bleeding everywhere. Oh. And Jungle Boy didn't do anything wrong. He didn't cheat. They tried to make it look like he cheated, but he kicked him in the nuts first.
Yeah.
Aubrey Edwards missed 2 nut shots. I want her job. I want her fired.
Rush versus Dion Russman.
I'm glad you got his name. Rush versus the real Rushman or whatever. And
he continued to beat him up after the match, calling him a typical American, weak. MJF comes out and these two scrap. They start fighting in the crowd, then to the back. Then when they eventually get separated. This is cool and all, Marcus, if it's Brock Lesnar. You know, if it's someone big, overpowering, and they can't stop them from fighting, it's cool. But when it's these two, where they're built like giant toddlers, they should be stopped. You should be able to stop them.
Yeah, they're smaller than Soul Roka and Jada Parker. I think Jada Fire's a porn star. Anyway, shorter than both of them, and I feel like that shouldn't happen. My main issue with this is Rush beating this other guy up, this jobber up. I just don't feel like MJF is coming out to make that save. Like, I feel like he made a save here, and I feel like he isn't making that save. Like, the character of MJF, him come back as a scumbag, I think he would have kicked the guy himself, too, and then start attacking Rush. I feel like that fits more of his character.
Then we get into a trios match with Mark Briscoe, Kyle O'Reilly, Orange Cassidy versus Kyle Fletcher, Roderick Strong, and Takeshita. Before this match is proof that you should never give crackheads microphones, because what the hell was Mark Briscoe talking about?
Manny, this is not crack, this is meth. You need to get your teeth right. You got to know your teeth. Some levels of missing teeth for who's using what drug.
I'm sorry. I'm not in the streets that often these days.
I'm sorry you're not in the streets or living in Ryan's apartment where he lives under a meth addict who is requesting Ryan leave.
Gentrified. I don't see drug addicts anymore.
You're missing out, Manny. Drug addicts make the community. Oh. I would like to say I enjoyed Mark Briscoe's promo because it was so ridiculous and I didn't know what he was talking about and over the top, but he got me excited because he walked away and I went, hell yeah, let's do whatever he said. I supported it.
The match was fine. The match was fine. Carl Fletcher picks up the win for his team. Then the losers get attacked at the end of the match. Willow's music plays. I'm assuming an attempted save, but then she's taken out by Statlander.
So, my question. What? Oh, hold on. Let me start off. I want to give him a strike. If you're in a faction and you're teaming with people who are also in other factions, that's a strike for me. What's the point of being in a faction if I got to team up with random people? That's a strike. Second point.
Can I add to your strike? Please, can I add to your strike? If you're doing that, you can't come out and do Roddy's entrance with him.
Yes,
you can't do that.
That's the reason you're not in there. Yes. Or why Fletcher, who was with Takeshita, and I guess Hobbs, who may he rest his soul, or Trent, why is he not teaming with them? Like, I hate when faction. It doesn't make sense when you're teaming with a faction that's not a faction. It makes no sense. You have a gang already. That's the point of your gang. Your boys got your back. With that being said, solid match. Fletcher pins the Ring of Honor champion. I believe that's the TV champion pinning the Ring of Honor champion, but no one cares about Ring of Honor. So let's move on to my favorite moment of Dynamite this week. Statlander's music. Hold on. This is my favorite moment.
Stokely threatens next time Willow gets involved in Statlander and Stokely business, they won't be dragging her to the stage. They'll be dragging her to the ER, and then they take photos.
Yes. So, Manny, the thing that made me laugh. This is the thing that made me laugh hardest throughout anything this week. Was Willow's music hit. And I immediately said, what the fuck she gonna do? There's 5 grown men whipping ass in there. No disrespect. I believe a woman can do anything. But I don't believe Willow Nightingale could beat 5 men who are whipping ass of other men already.
Yeah, you say that, Marcus. You say that. But I 100% believe Willow could 100% take Roddy. 100%. I don't give a damn if whatever he does. I was like, Master of the Backbreaker. He could shut the fuck up. He'd get taken by Willow.
No, individually, I think she can take them all. She can piece them up. But to collectively, Manny, they will beat the shit out of her. So as her music hit, they decide to wait for her on the ramp. Which I go, oh my God. I hope she don't come out. But then you see Stat beating the shit out of her on the thing, which I immediately go to the production guy. Why did you hit her music?
Which makes me think Stokely hit the music. It makes me believe Stokely hit the music as the most pettiest move of the night.
Yeah, I would like to believe the production guy was in on this or something. I need to know how the music works in wrestling. Is it a trigger that they walk by and their music just plays? Or how does this work? Because there was no reason her music should have played while she's getting her ass kicked by Statlander, who's just beating her across the stage. Made me laugh. And then at the end of the segment, as Statlander is doing this, the heels are just watching on the ramp applauding evil shit. And I'm enjoying that. But also you see Kyle O'Reilly and who was the other guy in the match? Why am I blanking out? It wasn't Mark Briscoe. It was
Where are we? Kyle O'Reilly, there was Takeshita and Fletcher and Strong.
No, but there was the faces. It was Briscoe,
Cassidy, and Briscoe.
And you see Orange Cassidy and Kyle O'Reilly just watching Willow as well get her ass beat as the security guards or whoever, the doctors are checking on them, going like, well, so it was like 12 men just looking at Statlander beat the shit out of Willow Nightingale. No one can save her.
Then we get a Shingo promo package for the Owen Hart tournament. Christopher Daniels tells the Elite they will be in eliminator matches next week with no outside interference. Then we get to why is this happening? Premier athletes versus Hook and Samoa Joe. So Samoa Joe and Hook are talking prior to this match. If you're about to have a match, Marcus, how are you loosening up?
Am I fighting the Premier athletes?
Yeah.
I'm eating a bucket of ice cream.
Because Samoa Joe asks Hook, have you stretched? And as Hook goes through a stretching routine, Samoa Joe just goes, and then it was so. I don't think you even saw it.
I didn't notice that.
The whole thing went really quickly, but Samoa Joe just went like this, stretch, and then he went out and beat up the Premier athletes.
That's how I would approach the premier athletes who I didn't realize was even still on the roster. Arya Davari and Tony Nese are still around in 2024. And I don't mean that as in they have existed 20 years before then. I just mean like, goddamn, these guys have been useless on every roster they've ever been in. And they're just still here. They're just still here.
Then we move into Mercedes Moné versus Zeuxis.
Nice step back from Hook. You might be right. I'm going to say Zeus's. But nice step back from Hook on the dime, though. It was a nice step back. Anyway, Zeus's?
I don't know. Mercedes wins. It was all right match.
It was all right, but I would like to say they get a strike. Anytime a title match is given before your real title match, I think there's a strike. What if Zeus's would have won? I'm just saying, hypothetically, now Tony Khan has to scramble and realize that Forbidden Door is no longer Stephanie McClure against Mercedes Moné, and now Zeus is Stephanie McClure. And that is not what he wanted. And then it would have been a tag team partner versus tag team, which they had left away. We would have had so much confusion at that point, which I'm 100% giving a strike. And Zeus hit every move. I watched the drive that looked like a pedigree into the knees. That was an excellent move. That should have been it. I'm just saying.
You know what? The thing is, it's Mercedes Moné, and you know how I feel about Mercedes Moné. Whenever she comes out, instantly Nick Aldis treatment.
Yeah, and we should also add, I believe Mercedes Moné has passed her all-time record of defending a title. I think she has 2 title defenses, and that's our all-time record. I think she has kept and retained. The title was in jeopardy.
So we get Mariah May's love triangle between Toni Storm and Mina continuing. It's announced that Toni Storm's taking on Alex Windsor on Rampage, which is a defo watch for me on Friday.
So Manny has marked that as Manny is watching Rampage this week for the first time in 7 years.
I watched Rampage a couple of weeks ago for another Alex Windsor match. It was a tag match.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're all in on seeing every Alex Windsor match possible.
Alex Windsor is too good not to watch.
Is she so good, Manny? Why is she on Rampage? I just feel like saying
on the British wrestling scene, Alex Windsor is probably one of the best wrestlers out there.
And Manny has not missed an Alex Windsor match this year, I don't think. At all.
On Eve, I've seen them all.
Yep. I'm watching Collision this week, probably for the Maximum Male Models, but that's a different story. Not for their wrestling ability. Just because I missed them. Get emotional.
We're not going to talk about TV time with Chris Jericho because fuck was that segment.
I'm just going to paraphrase that this redacted segment is sponsored to you by my Manny Hydration Drink. Stay hydrated, my friend.
Manny Hydration Drinks are elite sponsors, I'm afraid.
I just want to say, again, I want to talk about the segment, but I already swore we were never talking about the segment. And
I don't want to
leave it at that. Yeah, I just want to leave it at that. There's a lot I can rant about. There's a lot of pent up energy about this whole thing. This whole thing.
Daniel Garcia beats Nick Kamamoto in a squash match. Pac talks about his failures and how humiliating it is. He's supposed to be a bastard, but he feels like a little bitch.
I mean, when you work once every 6 months, you and Riho have the same schedule. Like, you know.
I think Rio shows up more than he does.
Manny, you know that vignette was filmed 7 weeks ago. You know it was, right? You don't think he filmed that night, 2 weeks ago, or last week? He filmed that last time he was in the Zoom.
That was shot over Zoom, and you know it.
I think it was 7 weeks ago on Zoom. I have these all lined up, Tony. I have these all lined up.
Then we get the main event, which it's Will Ospreay versus Rey Fenix. Will hands the contract for Forbidden Door to Swerve. The match was exactly as I expected. It was a banger.
You know, I'm going to... it was good. It was good. But somehow I still felt disappointed, and I don't know why. Like, there's a part of me that... Maybe I overhyped it in my head.
No, see...
I thought it was going to be so much better. Maybe it's commercial breaks and picture took away from it. I don't know. I really thought it was going to be that much better. It was good. Like, I'm not trying to knock it down. I was like, it was exactly what I thought it was gonna be. Maybe I don't know.
The bad taste left over from the Chris Jericho segment made this match so much more better. you know WWE, when we talk about their pay-per-views, you always have like a cool down match. Yeah, that segment was definitely a cool down segment.
You ain't right. Maybe I was still angry about that segment. Maybe that's what it was. I honestly there was nothing they did wrong. I enjoyed every spot. They were fantastic. These are my guys. I love Ray Phoenix. You know this. I think it just failed expectations. I don't know. Just a little bit. Like I loved it. But I didn't jump on the show, man. He was like, how about that dive? Or can you believe it? I don't know. Maybe I built it up to be Bryan Danielson and Will Ospreay again. Maybe that's what I felt like I was going to get. But
then Swerve gets in the ring, berates him for continuing to put on matches like this, told him to grow up because he can't hold both worlds on his shoulders because he ain't strong enough. Will Ospreay takes that title off him with ease.
Yeah.
And I need to say multiple things, Marcus. I agree with Montez Red Cup. I don't believe Swerve's allowed at the cookout no more. the way that title was just taken away from him.
Well, we did have a spot that opened up this week, so I guess someone's feeling it.
Yeah, I also feel like Swerve isn't. If we've been saying Swerve doesn't feel like a champion for weeks, this was the confirmation. Just like we get more confirmation about Damian Priest this week on Raw that he isn't the guy. We've continued to just realize these two are paper champions.
No, I don't feel like Swerve lost too much from this segment. It was like I enjoyed the segment. I enjoyed him watching. I enjoyed the beginning of the show there with Swerve and his original speaking of Ospreay. I think this week was his most champion-like appearance on AEW, and I'm not going to take it away from him because Will Ospreay was able to basically snatch his chain on live television. Yeah. I've been hoodwinked. This has been generations of a black man falling for a white man's trappings and easily taking the land from us and everything else.
Yeah, he's not allowed to cookout anymore. Just as Cody was invited to the cookout, Swerve is no longer allowed at the cookout.
My status to the cookout is pending now that Cody's coming. I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, I need all the adrenaline in my soul so Cody can come to that cookout.
I ain't got time for Raheem Rose beat me in dominoes at the cookout.
You know, honestly, the name keeps growing on me every time I see the name Raheem Cody Rhodes.
Oh my God, if he has another kid and some boy, it has to be named Raheem. I'm just saying. Don't care. I know Brandy's on the internet. I know she's on there. I know they're all on the internet.
Yeah, they ain't the mid-card mess. That's where the name Raheem comes from.
No, someone tweeted it. Was that just in the mid-card mess? No, I thought I saw it somewhere else. I saw it somewhere in the wild, I thought.
No.
I could have sworn I saw it somewhere else other than the mid-card mess, too. Whatever. Name the kid Raheem.
So Dynamite was a good episode. Dynamite, I enjoyed. There was matches here and there that were really, really good.
Yeah, it was just Dynamite.
That Jericho stuff is really terrible. They need to cut that shit out.
That is the worst part of the show. It's Attitude Era, and I know we went back and saw a bunch of bad shit in that era, but it's the brawl for it all. Each time you just go, oh, we stopped. Everything that I enjoyed, it stopped at this moment. That's how bad it is, and I just needed to stop. Like, this was a good Dynamite. Like, it made sense. It's rare when you get all the Dynamite making sense except for one small portion in the middle.
I do have a tiny nitpick. I feel like they should have got done with Forbidden Door and then started looking to promote Blood and Guts, because I feel like it's a little too early to promote it. Because I feel like what's going to happen is it's going to go, because Blood and Guts I think they're going to do towards the end of July.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was going to ask. What is actual Blood and Guts?
I think it's like the 20th or something around that time of Blood and Guts, and I just feel like that's a little too long to be playing up all these Dynamite segments of like, you don't do this, da 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 da. So it doesn't. prolongs it, and then you get tired of it very quickly.
Yeah, here's the question though: does Swerve align himself with the Elite, or to retain his title, or does the Elite cost Swerve his title, which leads into blood and guts, to protect Swerve in the Ospreay match?
I
neither.
I have no idea because it could be interesting. You have Pat versus Will Ospreay at Wembley. That seems like the match now. If Swerve loses the title, because I don't see anyone else.
I know what that means.
I don't see anyone else in that bracket. I don't see anyone else in that bracket other than Danielson winning that title, winning the Owen Hart tournament.
The Owen Hart, yeah. I mean, Danielson and Ospreay at Wembley for the main event for the title. If
I might end up.
I think you have to buy a ticket at that point, Manny. I'm going to buy the ticket for you. Okay, you have to be there. And then I would like for them to screw you over and give Danielson and Ospreay at out and put
watch me get a tag match.
You get a tag
match or some bullshit.
Some random bullshit. But
yeah, right. So let's jump into NXT.
Jump
it
right
opens
in.
up with Kalani Jordan or Lani or whatever she go by.
And at this moment, Manny, there was no person that you realized was going to win that belt but her, because everybody else, that belt would be too small for. The belt was tiny even on her.
She says she has to build up the prestige of that title because there is none. And she's going to prove to everyone that no one can do it like Lani. Jada Parker comes out, but gets jumped before saying anything of importance. So we end up with Jada Parker versus Michin. Which is... Why?
And continue. No, man, that's not the why of this match. The why of this match is Good Brother support? What? I thought no one's talking to her. That was just random. It just seems like it's not connected to what's going on SmackDown at all.
Yeah. Michin steals a win after the OC distract Jada, preventing her using a chair. Jada Parker claims she would have beat her ass if Gallows and Allison didn't come out. Jada plans to run Michin's ass out of NXT. Michin's the first challenger for the North American Championship.
I enjoyed the Jada Parker promo in the back with her boys who didn't do a damn thing. What were they doing? When the Good Brothers walked out, they should have been standing right behind them. What is your purpose?
They were pumping weights like they did when they were in prison.
What were they doing? Anyway, Jada Parker doesn't need them, and she chose to be. She looks like the boss of the group, and a really good promo. She has a lot of upside.
The New Catch Republic back up Wesley after he got jumped by Gallus, setting up a 6-man tag. Chase U still can't get Trust Ridge. Thea Hale tells them to shut the fuck up and sit down. Thea tells them they should all get on the same page because they all got second chances and they should give Ridge a chance.
I mean, that only made sense. Everything made sense, and good old-fashioned script supervisor going up with the pass up. They're all... Dude, you were supposed to turn on them like 2 years ago and still haven't.
Yeah, you're still here in NXT and you still can't fuck.
Yeah, like nothing ever came of this. That's what I hope she said to Duke. And she didn't say anything to anybody else. Duke, you still can't fuck. And Riley used to do that.
I don't think they could ever say that to her during Pride Month.
No. I think it's a little harsh.
But we reviewed the tape, but you still can't fuck. Still, one of the best lines to ever come out of a police interview.
Yes. Yeah, fuck. Could have been anybody, but you know what? One dirt sheet said it was...
One dirt sheet said it was him, and so we just kept rolling with it. So Gallus versus Wesley versus New Catch Republic. This wasn't bad of a match. Wes still loses the match, taken out by a monstrous lariat, just proving that he will step into the boots of Ricochet, taking L's.
So, Manny, what is your stance on Ricochet Gate? Gone, dead now forever, or is he still in WWE?
I think he's gone, but I feel like because he's got I think his contract ends in July. I think you should give him a proper match send out. Like have him
I like him good.
have a match with Braun. Like make him look capable, and then have him go out like that way. So at least fans can say thank you or whatever. Not just like, oh, have him taken out in the back, and that's him gone.
Yeah, that's also true. But I don't mind him being dead in the car shield. It's it's that way. Like, oh, that's a sad way to end Ricochet, but I understand the business why of let's never show him again. Yeah. Next thing you know, he's Ray Phoenix and Ospreay. He made him in Dynamite, everybody, in a banger of a match, and you're like, fuck them, fuck you all.
Brindley Reese takes on the dark Wendy Chu.
Wendy Chu woke up with the worst sleep paralysis of all time and is 100% evil. And I would entertain the fact, is she a part of the new Wyatts? I doubt it. But she would fit right in.
No, the new Wyatt thing needs to hurry the fuck up. I'm bored of it already. It's like by the time it happens, no one will care.
Yeah, I would have moved on. We already moved on. We were like, what is The Miz up to this week?
Oro Mensah laid hands on Ethan Page after, not Oro Mensah. Who am I thinking? It is Oro Mensah.
It is Oro Mensah. I was like, who else could it have been? I don't remember anybody else putting hands on him.
Do you know what? I read Oro Mensah, but my mind was saying Obafemi. I was like, it wasn't Obafemi.
Definitely a black guy, but it was definitely not that black guy.
Thus, Oro Mensah was banned from the building. We get the Cody Rhodes and Trick Williams segment. Trick Williams was wearing something out of the Seth Rollins collection.
That's that good cocaine. I'm a champion section. Oh, you're the good one.
Championship money. Championship money. Trick says now that they got their championships, everything feels different. With everyone coming after them, he asks, how do you deal with all of this? Cody tells him even though they conquered certain mountains, there's always other mountains they can climb. Cody lets Trick know that his next challenger will be the winner of a 25-man battle royal next week, and he may know some of them, but others will be from different locker rooms. Cody wishes him the best of luck, and Trick asks him if Cody will be coming to the cookout. Cody accepts.
Well, once you open that gate, once you open Pandora box, Manny, I expect an NXT style vignette of a cookout of some kind, set up whatever, the Great American Bash. I don't know what show they're gonna do, but something like that where Cody's just there and he's playing spades or dominoes, or he doing the electric slide with a bunch of people. I expect to see the footage of the cookout. I expect it to be the entire NXT roster, which is 90% black.
I expect to be cussing out someone's potato salad.
Who's made this shit?
Why the raisins in here?
Nikita, that was you, huh? Get over here, you sassy black woman. You.
That wasn't me, baby.
That wasn't me, baby. I never put raisins in my potato
in the summer.
What the fuck she doing? Is she black? How did she get back to the cookout? Chikari did it.
You know what? She deserved everything that happened to her later on in the night, but we'll get onto that.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes has a gift for JC James, just a dashing mask. DJ Tatanka is still talking about recovery and being reborn. Tavion Heights takes on Eddie Thorpe. Marcus, this was a return match, and Tavion Heights, who I've never seen before in my life, looked better.
Pushed him to the limits. It is why,
to the point, Charlie Dempsey and the back was watching the match. I was like, nah, I don't want any Thorpe. Go get me Tavion. I want a new member.
Give me Tavion. He look good. Give me Tavion. Capiche. Give me him. I thought Tavion looked good. I thought he looked good.
Tavion looked great.
Yeah. I think Eddie Thorpe gave him too much. I think the purpose was for him to look a little good, but I think he looked too good. Like you were saying earlier, he looked too good.
He looked too good. We go to the back. Stevie Turner addressed the Lord. There's only one Lord in wrestling right now, and that's me. Yep. And then she went on to snitch. What about what Roxanne was doing backstage?
Yeah, no, right away. So she's going to do that. Oh shit, Stevie,
no.
Stevie, he
Oh,
he
Stevie.
working this out. Come on. No snitches, Stevie.
Sean Spears takes on Javon Evans, or as Marcus likes to call him, Levon Evans.
Oh, this week I was gonna call him Devon Evans.
Javon Evans misses a dive and hits the corner of a desk. I believe he nearly died doing that spot.
Yes. I was like the corner. Oh no.
Allowing Sean Spears to take the victory. Surprisingly, really good match. If Sean Spears only does shit like this, it warrants him being back in NXT. Otherwise, there's no point in being there.
He's working with the young guys and talent. Ryan had an interesting note. By the way, Javon was left bloodied at the end of this. Ryan said, in what planet on Earth is this 40-something-year-old man fighting this 19-year-old kid? And I was like, wrestling, Ryan. Wrestling. This is the only place this happens. Have you seen a 55-year-old man fight a 19-year-old? I don't know.
You do at Waffle House every night.
You know they only make $2 and like 95 cents?
How
minimum
much?
wage? $2.95 an hour.
That's minimum wage.
That's for them, I guess. Wherever that Waffle House was. I'm like, Jesus, that's criminal.
Minimum wage.
Yeah, I know. I would fight everybody that walk in the door too. To get my money's worth.
I miss Waffle House, Wendy. I've never seen someone catch a chair like that.
No, she caught it like Captain America Shield.
And then pick up a frying pan like she's Captain America.
That was she had training. Yeah. She was training.
Greatest video of all time.
It's one of the greats. One of the greats.
Cody runs into the AEW lot, tells them they're in a good place. Marcus, when this image appeared online, who took Cody Khan's phone away? Because there are no tweets. Who took his phone away?
That is true. He's been quiet lately about this. He should have. So when this segment approached me, and when I saw this segment, it was like watching 4 adopted children finally have homes, and then in the future seeing each other. Like, you turned out all right. Yeah, you too. You're the champion. Oh, that's great. Oh, you got mud chops. Look at your sprayed on beard.
No. That needs to stop. Whatever's going on with the King's face right there on the right, that needs to stop right now. You can even see where his sideburns don't line up with his actual head. Look at that big patch.
Ready? It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
No, it ain't.
It's beautiful. In fact, I'm going to say this.
You know for a fact, if I turn up on Saturday's watch along with my beard sprayed on perfectly so it looked as thick as yours, everyone would say something.
Obviously.
And it won't be, Manny, you look magnificent. It'll be like, Manny, what the fuck has happened to your face?
Man, were you working in a coal mine and forget to clean your face all the way? What happened?
Oh, you're a big boy now with a full beard now, aren't we?
Is this your attempt at being the demon of Finn Balor, Manny? What are you doing? Like, it's a lot. It can go a lot.
No, it was too much, Marcus. It was ridiculous.
I thought it looked good. I thought if you're going to do it, might as well go over the top. Like, I'm for that than Eddie Thorpe and his face paint that he had on this week.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. It's just a dash. It was fine. I'm not going to complain. Whatever. The new Eddie Thorpe has face paint. Whatever. But I'm going to consider Alexis King, his facial hair just face paint. It's like wrestlers don't wear face paints no more. Look at that.
Marcus.
That's fucking beautiful. That's cold. That's cold.
Marcus, that's cultural appropriation. That's a colonizer's beard.
He looks like a CGI character in that chair. And for that man to take that photo, or whatever he's doing right now, being a face art, I don't know if you're a barber if you're doing this anymore. Are you just an artist? What is this?
But it's not.
Are you airbrushing?
This is uncool, and both of these people need to be investigated.
I don't know. So, is any of the facial hair real? That's the question. Is any of it? Like, is the mustache real? I think it's a good look. Aaron gave a good Lexi King already in the comments when you originally posted
course
this
he did.
In our group
he did.
chat. He was like, good Lexi King. I can't. I got seconded. It's a good look.
Yeah, and I feel like you should also give him good Lexi King for the actual Singapore Kane match.
Yeah, I mean he whooped the shit out of the Chin Man, and the Chin Man might be done. I think that's the last time we will see the Chin Man again.
If anyone says that because he used his own cane, that's a problem, I believe if you check the inscription, it was probably made in Singapore, so therefore Singapore Kane.
I would love for him to confirm that. It's like I didn't cheat to say this cane came from Singapore itself. As Booker T said, a scepter, which I missed that word. I missed the word scepter. I don't ever use it anymore.
That is a scepter.
That is a scepter. Missed the word scepter.
Where are we? Roxanne, she calls out Ava to thank. She wants her to thank her. She comes out and congratulates her, but has no idea why she has to thank her for. Roxanne insists there is no woman that can take that title from her. Out comes JC Jane, reminding her that she'd been running the division long before her. Lash and Chikara come out and said things, followed by Lola, who also says things. They brawl, but I feel like if anyone deserved that kick in the face, it was Chikara Jackson. She had no reason to be chatting shit. She has done nothing. At least Lash can chat shit as much shit as she wants because she's done stuff. Chikara has done nothing.
Chikara just existed. Oh, and even when she was supposed to be in a breakout tournament, she didn't even show up to that.
No,
Chikara has just existed. I don't know how this segment gets a strike. I have no idea what was supposed to happen. I was expecting Julia to finally walk out and be like, "I'm here, finally."
she's injured.
Yeah, but you think she'd come out with her injury, like, and then at so and so date, I'll fight you or something, or maybe we get the final boss, Miko Satomura, to finally kill Roxanne Perez for it good this time. I was not expecting JCJ.
Hoping for that to happen, and I'm never gonna get that old lady come out and beat up the child. It's not gonna happen.
Instead, we get JC, who comes out in double mask, and I go, I guess JC does have an argument about running this, but it just seems like a lot of
running
nothing.
it. He was kind of just there.
Yeah,
it's only till Mandy left where she stepped up her game.
JC was the third wheel of the group. Gigi wasn't doing shit, but JC was still the third wheel of the group. She can't be like, we
Gigi's
ran
doing
this.
Nothing. I think Gigi's injured.
I think Gigi's on her way out. I don't feel like
Possibly.
Gigi's ever gonna there's no spot for her. All the women are better than her. Even these new ones.
So that was NXT. It was good in places. I feel like
just
AEW
like
is
Lexi
better
King's face. AEW was the better show this week.
Marcus, there is nothing good in places there.
Come on, Manny. You wouldn't tell me you wouldn't walk down the street like that.
I dare you to turn up to your next job interview like that.
Hired on the spot. Hired on the spot. They would look at me and be like, that is him. He hasn't said one word, and I believe he lied on his resume, but I am putting this man in this position. Ladies and gentlemen, your new president of all operations of whatever this industry is, of Netflix, is now Marcus, because he came in an interview like that. Just saying.
That was it. I feel like AEW was the better show this week, despite having Cody.
Cody was on the show, but it didn't matter at all. He announced the thing, and I think his little appearances, were fine. Like giving JC the mask, and maybe she adopts something that was Cody-ish, but it didn't seem like that was happening. Or, I enjoyed the AEW get together, the powwow, whatnot, and even invite to the cookout. I enjoyed the segment, but I don't think it meant anything. He didn't move the needle. I checked the ratings. He didn't move the needle. NXT was down this week from their huge surge last week. And their quest to try to beat Dynamite keeps falling in their face.
I feel like I still find it hard. Dynamite's not the next time Dynamite cracks 1 million is going to be impossible. They're going to sign Becky Lynch. They have to sign Becky Lynch for that to happen.
Yeah, it does seem at this point impossible.
Mm.
Think about all the people on this show: Osprey, Swerve, whatever, the Bugs, you know, and their shoes. By the way, those shoes are just thrown in there. I don't wear a size 9. It was pretty funny. It's just, they look small.
Those shoes look trash.
Yeah, I would never buy it. I don't know how they're selling like they're apparently selling. But they have all their big signs, Okada, Mercedes, yada, yada, yada. MJF was on the show. They have all this, and yet they can't even, they're not cracking 800,000, let alone trying to get to 1 million. It just seems like, it seems like even though they had a good show this week, it seems like the product is dead. And it's like it can't get any momentum. It's like, oh, we're just stuck here. They can't break that glass ceiling. They make it a boom period again.
Worrying about their TV deal because time is coming. You would expect them to have one ready.
Yeah, it should be locked up already.
Yeah. So that
not like
is
Time Warner got
today's,
anything else.
that is today's show. Join us this Saturday, regular showtime for the Clash at the Castle live stream.
They need to up their poster, guys. I mean, yeah, I understand it's in Scotland and it's him, but I don't like this poster at all.
I will laugh my head off if he loses for the consecutive time at Clash at the Castle.
Oh, man, he losing. I'm putting money down he losing. I know you don't like Priest as champion, but he losing. And I think what's going to help him win, the one person who can stop Drew McIntyre at this point, is not CM Punk, but it's Liv Morgan. She's going to... Liv Morgan is going to help Priest win the title. Yes, that Liv Morgan. Bronco Rider herself is going to help Priest win, and then he's going to side with her, and she's going to have all the Judgment Day and the world title, Manny. She gets it all. Similar to Solo in his song, I want it all, I'm coming for it all. She's getting it all.
I'm coming for it all.
Yeah. Shit. By the way,
Marcus,
I saw a
would you
video.
like to know the new sponsor for today's show?
Go ahead. Yes.
Jimmy's Iced Coffee. Yes, that Jimmy from the chat that donates to the show.
No, that's what he's been paying for all these years. I didn't know we did sponsorships on Lil Way and incremental payments. Oh no, we do. We accept any sponsors. We will do Lil Way sponsorships. But again, Manny, I would like to come out and say this again. Jimmy's Coffee isn't the biggest brand, but it is still the only one. It still is not the category of the hydration drink that is left unannounced and unlabeled each time. But we all know what it is. I can see the logo. I can see the little strip of blue. We know what they are. But until they pay us our money, they're not getting sponsored again. We give All Sport and Fruitopia more advertisement than we give you hydration drink.
If you want to sponsor the show, just email the show at thesharpshooters@gmail.com or just contact me, either me or Marcus via Instagram. Just slide in them DMs. Slide
them DMs. I may accept the DM or not. Who knows? You know how many times I've had DM for people trying to pay for my account name?
Someone wanted to buy my account name for like holiday purposes, but I don't know why they would want it. What does my username have anything to do about holidays?
There was two people. There's one person that wanted it. I think they're a rapper or something, or something. And then the other person was a betting service for online sports. And I was like, they may offer me a lot of money for this one, and who knows? But I didn't accept the message. I was like, nope, I'm not giving up my name. All I am is my name. I'm like Tina Turner.
And you're
simply old references.
Simply the best. If you want new merch, please bombard Marcus in the comments for new merch because he's taking ages to put it together. If you want something like this, that costs a lot more money. However, we are willing to do it if you pay the right amount.
Whoa, Manny, please stop selling your body on the show. I don't know what you were saying. If you want something like this, you're gonna pay top dollar.
There's less of it now, Marcus. I can't sell it. There's less of it. I need to keep it for me. I'm getting called ironing board when people hug me. I'm getting told I look sick again in the street.
Oh,
Not even
you
online, Marcus, in the street.
In the street, you look sick. Oh no, Manny, start eating some gravy sandwiches or something. You get big again.
My old manager that I also refer to as my big brother, even though she's a woman.
2024, we allow it.
No. I've been calling her my big brother for time before all this LGBTQ stuff happened. Do you know those type of people that could back you in a fight? Lucy would always back me in a fight.
Oh shit! She's down for whatever types. Everybody needs a down for whatever type in their group. I don't care if you were in the wrong. They will have your back and beat someone's ass for you, and you don't even know why. You want to calm them down. I'm not that upset. Please, you don't have to jump in.
She went round the store and told everyone I was adopted. So I went round the store and told everyone she was an albino. That's true sibling shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, she saw me in the street, asked me how my dad was and everything, like how am I dealing with everything. She sees me wearing this jacket. Yes, it's a little too big for me. But don't be like, look all this weight, you look like this jacket fit me in the first place.
It's always been a giant jacket. It's a trench coat.
No, so what it was I thought I'm losing weight. Let me drop down to an XL. I wore this, ordered it online. I was like, I can't be bothered to return it. It's still too big.
Mm-hmm.
But like anything else I wear, it would still be an XL. So like I thought this would be right. But no, this looks like a fucking giant sleeps in it. So when you see me in the street, it's like, what's going on, man?
You're withering away. I heard, rumor has it, Eddie has the HIV. Oh no!
What?
It's just not disclosed. Well, that's where that's normally a thing, and there's other diseases.
There's other diseases, but why are you giving me that one?
Why not? I think it's curable. You can be walking around all happy with that one.
Curable?
Matt Johnson's still around. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but Magic sold his soul to someone. That's the only reason he's sticking around. I
like to think there was a scientist little note. Magic Johnson, of all the people in this world who's gonna die, Magic Johnson is not dying on my watch. This medicine cost $1 billion to make, and I'm giving it all to you, Magic. All to you. Now you will live for 200 years. Could have gave it to myself. I could have gave it to my kids.
This show is ridiculous and more ridiculous as we went on.
Well, it's like the show Family Matters. As it continued to go on the seasons, it just got more and more ridiculous.
We started ridiculous. It was like this show was like a ridiculous sandwich.
You're right. It did start ridiculous. It started absurd, actually.
We gave you some content in the middle somewhere, I hope.
Yeah. I hope you enjoyed our content and proper analysis of a wrestling show. Because that's what the show's about. It's not about us talking about missing beds and looking sick and God who knows whatever we talked about in the beginning.
One day I will wear that jacket. I will wear that jacket on stream, and you can see what other people are seeing.
Manny, why are you wearing a parachute? That's not a parachute. It's a coat.
No, it's what I used to wing glide.
One day I'm gonna walk down the street and see somebody doing that and go like, "Oh, look at him up there." Why? Why are you gliding through the city? What are you doing?
No, one day I will see someone with a jetpack and I'll be like, why? Why?
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you the one thing I'm never going to do. Maybe I'm doing the little wing thing like a squirrel or something. The jetpack, maybe. But I'll tell you this. I'm never hang gliding because I just fear I'm just going to go like this. It's just going straight down. Like, I don't feel like we're ever going to do that angle up where it's just like flat, you're just going thing. I feel like we're just going straight down off the cliff, and they're going to be like, Marcus died doing something he knows damn well he should have been fucking doing, and that's hang gliding. Can't believe he was here at this funeral.
What stupid thing I would be doing that would cause my death?
If I die of hang gliding, Manny, or a stupid cause, I would like for everybody to speak at the funeral and go, "What the fuck was he doing?" Really, and everybody one by one come out, fucking stupid, one by one. I don't know. You have to discover that on your own. I picked hang gliding as the one. If I was hang gliding, just know that I was assassinated or something, because I would never have been.
So wait, you want to do if you do hang gliding and you die and we find out, you want us to tell people that you died because you were assassinated?
He has to have been, because Marcus isn't that fucking stupid to be hang gliding. I don't understand why they said his quote unquote death doing experimental, trying to live his life. Nope. If I was trying to live my life, I would have been sitting on my damn couch. I would not have been trying to hang glide off a mountain. I would have been assassinated. Shit. Suspicious
I feel like mine
reasons.
would probably be something simple like zip lining or something, and it just breaks like.
Why did that break? Oh shit, no. Yeah, that falls in the category of the same thing as hang glide for me. I shouldn't be zip lining.
If it's caught on video, put it online as a short. And then can you put, I know we'll probably get copyright strike for doing it, but if you put "who's that jumping out the sky?"
Manny, not only that, when I play "Who's That Jumping Out the Sky" Mysterio, here we go, and you falling to your death, I would also use the thumbnail of Nikita Lyons going, "Oh my." Ass fully in camera. Going like this. What? You expect to see somebody die? It's sensitive content. I thought the Nikita part was the sensitive content.
Yeah, so out of the nonsense we did today, it's how we die ridiculously. So we'll be back this Saturday. Like the video and subscribe if you haven't.
Well, we gotta remember this question for Eric on the show. And I'm sure he's gonna give some sad answer.
Why are we dying up with a Wile E. Coyote again? Why?
I feel like it's wrong. We should not die like that. Neither one of us should be dead like the Wile E. Coyote. Just saying. We gotta pose this question to Eric. What killed you? That we all go to the funeral and we want to say respectful things, but we're just all gonna go up there and be like, "Fucking
I know
idiot."
what's gonna kill him, Marcus. I know what's gonna kill him. Do you remember in 1990? Was it 1996? Maybe it was 94. Maybe it was 93. Where Hogan faced Yokozuna in Japan, and Hogan lost because a camera exploded in his face. That will be the reason Eric died.
But you can see Eric dying from that. Like, oh shit, a camera exploded in his face. He always loved cameras. Damn. But if it's always something weird where, you know when Eric was out there? Eric was on the jet ski and had a jet ski accident. The fuck was he doing on the jet ski?
Oh, Marcus, I know what it would be. I know what it would be. It would be on the live stream once again this Saturday for Clash at the Castle when Eric tries to go for a sandwich, runs down the stairs, and dies.
Still plausible. But I can't see Eric die.
So sad when he went down the stairs and came back upstairs with no sandwich.
Yeah. You just hear the tumble, and you go like, and then we just continue the show as normal for the next 4 hours as his house is empty. See, Shantae just hit me at the funeral. Duh, you knew it. You could have called 911. Instead, you were laughing with Manny.
No, Marcus, I'd be the wrong person in emergencies like that. I think I've told this story before, but one time when, as the duty manager, you get told about a lot of things, like emergency things. Apparently someone fell up the stairs. Immediately, that's funny, regardless of what was about to happen. The person that told me normally, because he's deaf, normally communicates by writing things to me. He decided to play charades with me.
That's horrible.
Like, this person, he was like, Oh no! What? I was like, who's got glasses? I was like, I've got glasses. I didn't fall over? What? And then he wrote it down. And I was like, oh, and I went upstairs. I'm calling. Okay, 999 is the emergency services. I'm still laughing on the emergency service. I had to go outside the store, make the call, and I'm laughing. He's like, you shouldn't be laughing. This is serious. I was like, I'm sorry, but what if I explained to you how this was told to me? You would be laughing too.
True. It's true. There was a guy at my job. So we have a parking lot. It's kind of far away from the actual place where we work and yada yada, right? So it's a golf cart that takes you over there, or a tram, or whatever it's called. So one guy, he's an old sweater tucker. He's a weird person. He tucks in his sweater. I don't know who does that. But anyway, weird guy running late. Saw the tram, realized he missed it, began to chase after it, and then dove for it. Caught it, and it fell off.
Idiot.
Yeah. If you knew the guy, you would say that just before he even knew the story. But this seems to get around, and everybody brings up this as the running joke, as in, this is hilarious. He could have died. But the day everybody officially knew is when the sign came up as, please don't jump onto the tram. The next day, I was like, oh, they didn't have a sign up. So I guess we need this now.
I remember when someone called in sick, and then I almost got in trouble for it. So I had the phone, the specific phone that people call in sick with. The person called in with sunburn. He can't come into work because he's got sunburn. I called him a pussy. That got relayed back to the store manager that I called him a pussy. And then I was like, but come on, man.
What?
Sunburn?
That's
Just
the
spray
worst.
some aloe vera on it. You'd be good.
Yeah. The worst. That's the worst. That's
Sunburn.
That's like calling out, Manny, I stubbed my toe. I'm calling out because I stubbed my toe. I stepped on some Legos last night. I can't go to work.
Okay, new challenge. Everyone that's left in the chat, if you're still here, I want you to call a place, any place, and call in sick. You don't actually work there, just call in sick. See what they say.
Hey, I've had that happen to me where someone called out sick and they didn't work there. And then everybody was scrambling. I was like, who is this? Someone goes in. Are we covered? Do we know who this is? I've never heard of this person. I think we're being pranked.
I feel to do it. I feel to do it to your casino.
Nah, that's not the way call-outs work. The people will be like, what?
Who's this
But if you do randomly call a casino and look for somebody, it is funny because a million people will be like, have you seen so-and-so? So-and-so, it's an emergency or whatever. Confusion will happen everywhere. Absolutely everywhere.
Yeah, so just call in sick to any place, specifically retail if you can, and just say you're not going to make it in. Even better, if you scope out the joint and find out the name of someone that works there, just scope out the joint.
Get on Bart Simmons, Seymour Butts or somebody in there. You're not going to be able to make it.
But yeah, this is the end of the show because we have run out of things to talk about. I'm Lord Manny Hayes, the racially ambiguous Lord Manny Hayes, and he is...
I am Marcus the Grand Finale, one without bed. One who sleeps on couch.
The bedless
one who will not rest. Yeah, the one who will not rest. By this time, next time you see me, it will be 154 days without bed. So we'll see.
Man making up records like Goldberg's undisputed streak. Yeah, so we'll see you this Saturday. Peace.
Oh, Juneteenth, Ospreay. Bad Ospreay this week.
Good Ospreay. What are you talking about?
That's a bowl cut. He needs a better haircut. Look like somebody put a bowl on his head and just shaved around the edges.
That's one of the producers for Eve, so I'm cool with him.
He need to get Lexi King's barber.
No, he really does not, Marcus.
He really does need it.
He doesn't, Marcus. This is atrocious.
Yeah. If you want to get invited to the cookout, you get that barber right now. Lexi King might be invited to the cookout.
No, he wouldn't.
I know. Never. Ever.
He'd be standing outside waiting for his invitation. Every no, they'd never come in.
No, he called the police to end the cookout. He called the police.
While sitting on a throne watching it happen.
Yeah. Drinking a Bud Light.
With lime.
Yeah. Pussy.
Alright, we out. Peace.
He's the type of guy that call off a suburb, Eddie. That's the kind of guy.